Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and as you can see, I am almost there. My portfolio is currently on £1,911. Now this is amazing simply because I barely invest that much money into this portfolio, just not that much, like literally a small amount every week, sometimes a big chunk. But this portfolio itself is almost on £2,000, and my other portfolio I think is on 5,000 or almost on 5,000. So you know, thank God. But that aside, the biggest thing we can see right here, the elephant in the room, the one making up most of this money, is Tesla itself. Tesla right now for me is up by 65%. I don't know how, I don't know what's going on with Tesla, but I am not complaining. So let me just give you guys a little short story. So how I came about investing in Tesla and having one share of Tesla. I've always known Tesla, I've always liked the car, I've always, you know, wanted to get a car, I've always been a fan, right? But I used to invest like little tiny mini amounts every single week. There was like, I'll barely be scraping like, you know, 0.1 share. There was a day when myself and my friend, we were just like, you know what? We've got cash dollar just chilling around. We decided, cool, we're gonna invest into Tesla, we just don't know how much. Then rather than trying to invest, you know, 1 share or 0.1 share and trying to get another 0.2, we say, you know what, we're just gonna do it. This was back when Tesla was trading for, I believe, around £400. That's how much Tesla was trading for when I got it, £400–500. So I put all my share in, I said, you know what, it's calm. But I did it a week before my friend did. And literally, I believe a week later, or a few days later anyway, I'm pretty sure it was up by like another £200. So he had to invest when it was a lot higher. But now, you know, several months later, Tesla is now trading for $1,229. And it's tough because there was a point where Tesla crashed and my Tesla stock was down by like 20–30%, and I was like, ugh, it's a bit of a rusty patch. I really should have bought more. I mean, I really should have. If I did, I'll probably be up by at least a good 70% now or so. But another thing is, I actually asked the community the other day who is invested into Tesla, and 60% of people said they are not invested into Tesla. Somebody tell me why down in the comments below, because I don't understand why people are investing into Tesla, especially if you're someone who's investing into growth stocks, because Tesla is definitely one of the promising ones for the future for me anyway. But hey, going back to the portfolio, so this is my growth portfolio for those who do not know, and this is just full of 8 growth stocks and so, and that is it, just 8 stocks. Actually with 9, I got one extra one, but I'm gonna dive into that later. I usually invest about £10 every week, but sometimes I do put a whole lot of money into it. Right now I have £30 to invest, which is just chilling there. Most of my investments are into stocks, and I have 1.5% in cash, and that is it. No commodities, no bonds, nothing like that. But now starting with Tesla, Tesla has been doing really well, and it's been up by 57% for the past month. For the past year, it's been up by 180%. In the past week alone, it's been up by 10%, and in the past day, it's been up by 1.30%. So all of this crazy growth has come in the space of about a week and a half or 2 weeks. That is when all of this insane growth has happened. As we can see just right here, it was trading for £909, and this was like a slow rise, slow peak for literally about 21 days of October. Right here, it dipped, right? And this was when I thought, cool, Tesla is going back down. It's going straight downhill again. Maybe I should buy more, maybe I should just leave it. But I didn't. And again, you know, the next day, Tesla shot up once again. By the way, if I do sound like I have a cold, I actually do have a cold. Apologies for my voice. But right now, my actual profit from Tesla is £365. I invested about £500, so I'm almost up by 100%. By the time I reach 100%, I'm gonna be laughing. So one thing that growth investing always somehow shows me is just how fun it can actually be, because I'm mainly a dividend investor, that's what I prefer. But sometimes when you invest in growth and you're seeing crazy increase like 65%, another 65–7%, it does make you get this little rush where you want to invest more and you wish you're like up by like 100%, 200%. But of course, I prefer the slow and steady. I don't really mind waiting. I don't mind, you know, riding the wave and letting the compound interest do its thing. But for the next stock, this is going to be Etsy, and Etsy is another eBay-like, Amazon-like platform. I was watching someone else's video. I came across them selling something on Etsy, and I was like, okay, cool, let me check this out. So eventually, months later, I decided to come out with my own sort of mini side hustle on the platform as well, and I realized it's actually quite good. It's underrated because no one really knows about them. You know, it's not like a big marketplace or anything. So if we're looking, you know, months ago, it was trading for about $188, and now it's trading for $271. So it's been doing amazing. It's up by 88% on the year, and in the past month, 33%, and the past 7 days, it's been up by 8%. So that is where most of the, you know, boom has come in the past week, again, just like Tesla did. I currently have just one share of Etsy at the moment. I do plan on investing more. It's a very, very underrated stock. It's one that is almost like, it's just another like marketplace where people can list their own products and buy products and stuff, just like the eBays and the Amazons and stuff. So in the future, it can be promising. I can't say it will be, but it can be promising. It's one that's working for me right now. I have just one share. I'm up by £200. So would I be investing more? Definitely. I'm definitely going to be investing more. But my focus right now, to move on to the next stock, that's going to be the S&P 500. I am trying to invest into a bit more index funds because I'm all into individuals and stuff because it's more fun for me. But I do want to invest into more index funds just because it is extremely safe. Looking at the S&P 500, we can just see this gradual increase. Besides from 2020 March, you know, of course, we all know what happened in that time. It was an absolute shambles. But of course, again, it just proves that it recovers. It recovered strong. Like it's way higher than it was then. But for anyone who actually bought more then, you're lucky. I didn't buy as much. But now the S&P is actually going for £63 per share. I started investing when it was like 53, so already I'm in luck. I only have 3 shares at the moment and I'm up by £13, so I am going to invest a lot more into the S&P 500. The annoying thing about this is I can't invest fractional shares into the S&P 500. It doesn't let me, so it means I have to literally have £63 minimum to be able to buy a single share every single time. And I don't invest too much into the portfolio, so what that means for me, it takes me several weeks to be able to buy one share of the S&P 500, meaning that I can't invest into Tesla or Etsy in that time. But of course, I am trying to increase my income, so be sure to smash that like button so YouTube can favor me and I can begin to monetize these videos. And moving on to the losses, we have PayPal. Every single share I have in this portfolio, I have invested in because of some sort of usage. Like, I actually use these platforms, I can actually relate to them. Actually, besides from one, there's one I don't actually know much about. But most of these actually have some sort of interest in them. So I invested in them because of, you know, what they're promising in the future, how I use them, and the value that I believe other people can get in them. So that is the perfect reason for me. But PayPal right now is down by 10%. That is probably the second lowest. I haven't actually had time to check why PayPal is down. It doesn't really faze me too much, simply because I'm not going to sell anyway. I'm just going to let it hopefully recover eventually. And I'm sure everyone knows what PayPal is. It's integrated itself into most businesses now as some sort of payment system. So, and PayPal is just really convenient. You don't really need to put in your card details. All you have to do is sign in with your email and password. And that's what's really unique about PayPal. But of course, Apple Pay is also there and stuff. So of course, that's a greater competition because most people do have iPhones. So in terms of that convenience aspect or that section of their business, then that is one competition that they have. But of course, PayPal does way more than that. So hopefully they can actually expand their business, increase their earnings, so their price can go up. And now we have Fiverr. So Fiverr is another platform that I actually use. It's one that is really good for me. It's one that is promising. I don't really know what kind of platform out there that actually provides what Fiverr does. So Fiverr is kind of a promising one, to be fair. They are in their own niche. They do their own thing well. But of course, eventually they're going to have to come up with something else outside the box that is going to continue to increase people's interest and make them invest even more. But I do believe that there are a lot more freelancers out there now. There are a lot of people working for themselves and trying to do things for themselves. So the more people notice Fiverr, the more their earnings can increase. So overall this year, Fiverr has been down by 6.2%. On the month, it's been down by 6.61. So all of this has actually been in the past 30 days, which is insane. I'm down by just £35. I have a total investment of £143. So it's not too much. It's nothing that's going to really break my pocket or anything. But away now with the negative news, away with the reds and all the depressing, you know, stocks that are just, you know, hurting my portfolio. Now we're going back to the greens and we're going back to one of my favorite companies out there, Apple. I'll probably continue to get every product of theirs, continue to give them more of my money, so hopefully they can give me more of their money in the future some way. Currently I have one share of Apple as well, so of course you can see that most of these I have one share just because I'm trying to avoid the mini shares and the 0.5s and 0.3 shares. Apple is currently up by 16%. They just released a ton of products out recently, but surprisingly, even with all these products, their actual earning this quarter was actually low. So their price did reduce at one point, but of course it's still Apple. They're going to continue to recover, continue to do well anyway. So Apple does not really faze me as much as it should. Crazy thing is I haven't bought an Apple share since January actually. So the last time I bought a share was on January 7th, and that was when the average share price was $130. So that was a very long time ago, and now it's been up by another $20 since Jan. So when you think about it, the increase hasn't actually been much. You know, they haven't had some crazy growth, but Apple doesn't really get crazy growth. That's one thing I've noticed, but they just continue to grow slowly. And we look at the overall growth and we can see that it is going up high, you know, it continues to go up anyway. So I guess that's the most important thing. It's not like Tesla where it's going to shoot up by 1000% one day, then probably go down by another 6000% the next day. It's just slow and steady growth that is kind of promising. Now moving on to Square, to be honest with you, don't know why I have this company. You know, I don't really check this portfolio too much. It's just like my little risky-ish portfolio where I put money in and just leave it for vibes. But it's actually been in the green for as long as I can remember. I bought a share back in June of this year, and it's just been like that for a very long time. I haven't bothered with it too much, and it's doing well, so I just continue to leave it. I actually should probably find out more about what they do. I don't know if it's a good company or anything. I believe I just invested into it either because of a friend or I found it somewhere, or I just liked it and I just said let me invest into it. Do not do that. Do not invest your money into something you do not know. Don't, you know, I don't know why I did it. I'm not saying a good example. Be sure to obviously do extensive research in every single company that you invest, and I am not a financial advisor, of course, so do make sure you take every information just as entertainment or my opinion or whatever you want to take it as. And now we have Greg's, which is no longer the highest in terms of a profit. It's actually just below Tesla. It's higher than Etsy, but I'm up by 65%. And I only have one share of Greg's, and I've held on to it for as long as I can. And Greg's is currently trading for £31, and it's doing all right. It's up by 65%. I'm just thinking, imagine if I invested like, I don't know, £5,000 into Greg's, believed in them with all my heart and soul and everything, and you know, how much would I have now? And for the final stock, we have Floral Growth. So I actually acquired this company by someone investing using my link. So of course, be sure to use the link down below if you do want to get yourself a share worth up to £200, and you can get yourself any company. I got a very bad one. I got one that goes for exactly £3. So mine isn't too good, but you have an opportunity to get any share worth of £200. So use the link down in the description to invest. I believe all you have to do is just put any amount into the platform. You don't even have to invest into anything. Just put money in. You can take your money back out. You can get a share. You can sell the share and take the money for yourself and call it a day if you really want to. But now that's a wrap. If you have enjoyed the video, be sure to click on this precious video right here so you don't miss it. And of course, be sure to drop a like if you found any value in the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.